What the heck is going on in the Stormwind Inn? What's this place called? I forget the name of it. We got like a few dead corpses, or obviously corpses. A few dead people, aka corpses here. It's the Gilded Rose, it's a name. I couldn't quite remember if it was the Gilded Rose or not. I was thinking Starlight Rose, it's an herb. Ticket, oh hey. Wow, well, that was a lot of help. Okay, so we are in Stormwind, and we did the Sunken Temple last episode, which was honestly a lot of fun. We got a lot of pretty decent success in there, and I need to disenchant a few things that I'm not going to use, right? Basically all this stuff. So we're going to go ahead and disenchant quite a bit of this. Most of this is soulbound anyway, and not that useful to us. We have all our gear on, right? Yes, good. Those pants, certainly not. Nope. So once I disenchant everything, let's see what else we can disenchant. The Chained Essence of Ranicus I want to keep, by the way. It's kind of a fun trinket, and I don't get to use it a lot, so I'm gonna. It's like, I don't know, I guess good use for it, so I'm gonna hold on to it. What? That's a hat, right? Yeah. Sometimes the Equip Compare add-on that I use glitches and compares the wrong slot. You know, it's kind of a little funky. So 10 stamina, 7 strength. That would have been a good ring for someone. I guess no one needed it. Because I'm pretty sure I agreed to roll on. I didn't need roll, but yeah, so there we go. Okay, what else do I need to do? I think that's it for the most part. Let's go to the bank real quick, and we're gonna just drop off any extra stuff we can fit in there for, especially like enchanting supplies. Because I've got a stack of stuff in this bank. Let me tell you.
What can I do for you?
Can any of it get dropped off? Ooh, actually, quite a bit of it could fit in there. That was nice. What? I'm gonna go with the Star Ruby. I just don't care. Oh, nah. Let's swap it. How do I do this? There we go. Intellect, Spirit, Stamina, Bolt of Cloth. This would be future healing gear that I'm not quite high enough level for. I also have over here more enchanting supplies. I guess I have... Okay, well that's the end of that. I have one more thing to disenchant, and then we're going to go get our level 52 skills. Plus another essence. Let's dump this in there.
Need something?
Okay, that's good enough for now. So after this... Man, I'm so sad we didn't get the Atali tablets done. That was just my fault. That should have been... Oops, I did not mean to levitate. That's a waste of everything. Okay, I gotta get out of Furbolg form. Mount up. Oops. Get out of Furbolg form. Mount up. So we didn't complete this, which would have gotten us a trinket that honestly probably wouldn't have used. I'm not gonna just leave that quest, but I'm not gonna worry about it for now. The filled egg wasn't really so much the gear that would have mattered to me, but it would have been nice to finish it for the sake of the continuing quest chain. So I'm gonna hold on to it because at some point I would probably like to run back in there and try it again, which unfortunately means I get to carry the egg of a car around in my inventory forever. So, Control Sweat, we'll get rid of that. Okay. Alright, let's get in here. So, this is where the priest trainer is at, so FYI, that's what I'm doing now, is getting my level 52 skills. And then I'm going to go turn in my 2 quests. Let's see. Where's the priest trainer? Priest trainer right there. I don't think there's any quests actually for us here at the moment. I think we're all... Yeah, those are all lower level quests.
Hello.
Alright, train me. Nothing in discipline interesting. A new smite, new holy fire, which we don't use at all. A new greater heal. A new desperate prayer. I will train that. That's kind of handy. That's I'll pop this on my toolbar before I forget. Wow. Why'd I have rank 3 desperate prayer on there this whole time? That's embarrassing.
How are you?
How many times have I... Jeez. I don't want to know how many times I've avoided training using that. That seems really silly. Oh, nice. A new Fade, a new Mind Blast. A new Mind Blast, for sure. A new Mind Soothe. What's the difference? A new Mind Flay. It's great. Mind Soothe. Level 70. Is it? What's the difference? So the current one. Oh, okay, so that's the difference. It affects all targets now, basically. That's great. I'll definitely do that. I've used it. I've been finding good use out of that. Okay, Mind Soothe. Now, all I'm gonna probably... Mind Blast. So what do we get? We go from 380 to 403 to 467 to 500. Nice, I'll take it. And Mind Flay does 363 damage. It's funny. The other one was a range of 285 to 288. Now it's a guaranteed 363 over 3 seconds. Solid. Got some good stuff. Happy with that. These are some things I will be getting rid of shortly. Like, I haven't done tailoring in honestly about a year. I should really sit down and just tailor up a bunch of stuff soon. I've got plenty of like cloth of all sorts. I just need to pick up some of these side reagents, you know, some of the extra things. How are my light feathers in? Oh, I'm in shapeshift form, of course. Okay, so now that we've got this done, where do we go to turn our quest? One of these. Ungoro. Okay, right. And the other one should be in Ashara, right? Oh, Felwood. Oh man, so we have to go over here and down here. Oh, that's gonna be a long run. Okay. How do we want to get there? What else do we want to do after that? If we're gonna go all the way down to Ungoro anyway, I think I will work on a few of those Ungoro quests again. Like, I wasn't totally convinced that it was worth going back, but if we have to travel all the way there anyway to turn in the Haze of Evil, then it kind of just makes sense. Oops, I'm going the wrong way. It kind of makes sense to just go ahead and turn in, do some more quests while we're there. You know, make it a little more efficient use of our time. So I'm thinking about this. I think that's what we're going to do. But why am I over here? I'm going the wrong way. To start, though, I want to turn in the Blood of Morphaz quest. And I just got to decide. I can't, like, this is such a good healing trinket. I know this is the better choice. I know this is the best choice for long-term raiding. But I know I'm going to spend a lot of time leveling. And this wand is so good for leveling. Like, really, really good. It crushes my current wand in DPS and in the spell damage. I'm really tempted just to take that. I am so tempted. So we're going to fly to Booty Bay. And down in Booty Bay, we're going to take a flight over to Kalimdor, or take a boat over to Kalimdor, and then turn in Felwood, and then go down Ungoro, turn in a quest, and then work on those quests. So we'll be back once we land down there. I'm just going to skip because it's a long flight and boat and flight. So it's going to be a long trip. So we're here in Astronar, which is set in Ashen Vale, kind of sort of centralized. And I came to the realization, I'm going to send something in the mail real quick. I sent mail to, there we go. And got it. And then is there a vendor over here somewhere? Maybe. I came to the realization that I don't think I've ever been a Felwood on this tune, which sort of seems surprising, but if I have, I don't remember it very well. And if I have, I definitely forgot to get the Alliance flight point up in the northeast side of Felwood, and that's a pretty long run up there, unfortunately. But anyway, so we want to go to Felwood, and I decided the only way to get to Felwood that I'm aware of is through Ashen Vale for the first time. So we need to run up this path here, go around Ravenwood Retreat, hit up here, and once we get in pretty quickly, the Emerald Sanctuary is there. We'll turn in our quest, There's actually a few quests we can pick up right around here that we've never done. I might grab those and work on those today instead, just on the basis that, I mean, we're there anyway, right? We might as well just do some quests that are level appropriate. So I want to do that. I'm going to head up there. I'm going to work on a few quests in Felwood, and by the end of the episode, we'll make the long trek back up here to grab the flight point, so we at least have that flight point. Oh man, rest in peace to Boom F. Boomf? Boom? Probably just Boomf. But yeah, we'll make a run over there, grab that flight point. I'm a big fan of grabbing flight points. I've mentioned this before. It's really... they're so useful, and there's just not that many of them in Classic WoW. You know, you're getting maybe one flight point per zone. I'm trying to think if there's any zones that I know of that have 2 flight points. Oh, for the Horde, in Stringlethorn Vale, they actually have, both factions have Booty Bay, it's a neutral city, right? And then Grom Ghoul is a Horde flight point. I'm sure there's a couple other examples that I'm forgetting right now. I'm just kind of looking at the map. It's kind of a boring run, to be honest, so I'm looking at the map and thinking about it. Ashtanar, the Horde have 2 in Ashtanar, also they have the Zoram Strand, and then they have Splinter Tree Post way over here. This is actually a little bit early of a turn here. I'm gonna kind of cut through. I can't think of anything else. I know I'm sure there's more. Oh, I got one, I think. Am I right? Yeah, why did the Horde have 2 flight points in so many places? What about Stone Talon? Stone Talon, there's a flight point in Sunrock Retreat for the Horde. I guess there's only one here. I'll tell you what, the one, I've mentioned this many times, the one flight point I always skip for Alliance is Stone Talon Peak. There's a flight point, like, here, where this quest is, basically right up there's a little town. I never go up there and get that flight point. It's just, I very rarely even, I very rarely spend any time in Stone Talon Mountains as an Alliance toon. The few times I've leveled Alliance, but even if I did, this flight point's so out of the way. It's just not a good zone for Alliance. I mean, it really, the only thing you can do there, I think, as an Alliance, is level up here. But then all these quests, I guess there are a few here for the Windshear Crag. I think of this really as a Horde zone primarily, because they're centralized, and they have easy access to Charred Vale, they have easy access to Windshear Crag. They come in from the Barrens, which is largely Horde stuff anyway. So it's just I don't go over there much as an Alliance toon. So because I don't go over there, I don't spend the time going all the way to the north, grabbing the otherwise kind of not that useful flight point. Now, the Felwood is like a 48 to 55 zone according to Cartographer. I would generally agree, but I almost think it's more like a 50 on the low end instead of 48. We're 52. It's actually a pretty nice level to be at to go into Felwood. I think we'll have some pretty good success in here. And before I go any further, I'm gonna go ahead and buff while we're on the way over. Good and buff, nice. Since we're within like a minute or so of getting up there, at least our mana should replenish at that point. I'm excited about having a new wand. I decided I will go with that wand. I know, I'm sure people are going to be disappointed in my choice for the long term, but that also assumes that I will be healing as a priest, and it's very likely I will be, to be honest. As a raider, odds are you're going to be healing, but I just can't bring myself to pass on... Oh wait, yeah, that's... Yeah. I just can't bring myself to passing on such a good upgrade for our leveling it. Woe to those who oppose, says the woe stave. A friend in need is a friend without beads. Forged from pure light. What a lame like caption for this one, Circle of Hope. I still haven't figured out why my cursor doesn't record. I'm still working on that. Greta Mosssurf. Oh hey, we're here. That was fast. That was so fast getting up here. There's a 59 undead mage. Let's hope he doesn't kill us. Okay, Grezel has a quest for us. Timber Maul ally. Killing. Yep. Just kill some mobs. Easy enough. Let's. What is it called? Timber Maul ally. Okay. I think there might be another quest for some. Oh, there is a quest. We can't grab it yet. Interesting.
You wish to speak?
Blood of Morphaz. Blood of Morphaz. This is the final moment. I know, like, it's hard for me to pick something that I know is better long term. That's a huge boost. It's so good, but I really have to go with the woe stave. Mark of the Wild buff. Sweet. Force of Jadenar. Enter Jadenar and slay hounds, guardsmen, and adepts. Got it. Alright, what does this look like? It looks, what's our current wand look like? It kind of looks similar, but like a black orb instead of a red orb on the end, right? And the rod itself is a little bit darker colored. Yeah, similar. But look at that DPS upgrade. We go from 39.4 to 51.3, and we gain 3 stamina, lose 6 intellect, 3 spirits, kind of a bummer, and gain 11 shadow power. That's where that and the DPS increase are so nice. Okay. 11,000 experience for that. That's a good boost, and I think that's it for quests. No, there's one more. Great. The Corruption of the Jade Fire, yep. Kill some Jade Fire. Okay, so... We're going to start with our little buddies over here, the Furbolgs. They're easy to kill. These are a lot of kill quests. Look at that. Kill, kill, kill. Altogether, we're killing 18 Timber Maw for this first quest. And then... is there a quest back here I missed? I don't remember walking by this quest. Who was even here? Oh man. These things have diseases probably too. It's annoying. Oh, there's a quest. I missed that completely. I was not paying attention. Let's grab it. 420 experience gained. Cleansing Felwood. Bring 15 blood amber. Warpwood elementals. Drop it. These guys up here, I think. Oh, they're way up here. Yeah, I know what those are. Okay, so we've got a handful of quests, levels 48 to 55. It's pretty good for us. We can't do anything with these corrupted songflowers yet. We will eventually once we get some more quests done. I think we actually need to finish up the Cleansing Felwood quest to be able to use those. So probably want to do that as soon as we reasonably can. I think the Pathfinders of these Deadwoods are the ones that are the hardest to find. So I'm going to go Shadow form. What I mean is that there's not a lot of them, I think. So we'll need to grab them as soon as we find any of them pop up. What is he casting? Curse of the Deadwood. Healing effects reduced by 50%. That's fine. That's not so bad. I was like, oh gosh, what is he casting at me? That's an easy one. I can deal with that. I remember this when I was out here on my Dwarf Warrior, who's on the same account. That warrior, I remember having so much trouble because I couldn't bandage and I couldn't remove the curse, and bandaging was just like atrocious. It literally reduced. Oh, that's a cool. It looks like Shadow Bolt. I like it. I'm back up, so I'm not getting hit by both these guys. Cool. Let's back up a little bit more. Out of range. Whoops, didn't mean to back up that far. Shield. Oh, I aggroed both of them. That's okay. Sure, we'll kill both. I'm out of mana. That's not so good. I'll be fine. I got a Shadow Word pain on both of them. My shield's up. Oh my gosh, it heals. How much did it heal for? Okay, not that bad. I was like, oh, that's bad. Oh, I'm gonna 61 bag this guy. Here we go. Bam, got him. That fireball hit him pretty hard, I think, actually. How much did that fireball hit for? 226? Nice, I like it. Instant cast fireballs are good stuff. Okay. Dead. There might be a treasure chest here. And we get reputation for killing these guys. 5 rep per kill, so that's something to keep in mind. There's a Pathfinder. That's what I was saying, looking for these guys. They're the hard ones to find, usually. Oh, they are ranged, apparently. Piercing shot. Armor reduced by 1,400, basically. That's nasty. I'm just gonna wand this guy in the face. Huh. So, I hope everyone has had a good New Year so far. We're a few months, more than a few weeks into the new year. and it's always nice to kind of. I don't really believe in like New Year's resolutions and like setting the pace for a new year, you know. But it is kind of nice getting a good year started off for yourself. So I hope everyone's had a good year going. My year has been overall pretty good. It's been really busy at work. I mentioned a lot. It's starting to slow down a little bit, which is nice. Yes, Mark of the Wild Buff is kind of helping us out a little bit here. I recently had a friend of mine passed away, a friend who I made friends through WoW. I referred, his name was Gray in games, pretty much what I always called him. And I had a little video, I think it should be up by now, about it, and it was, it really hit me, you know. You don't really think of people on the internet passing away affecting you, I guess. You know, that's the first time in my entire life I've known someone online that I spoke to frequently that has died. And that was a weird moment for me when I logged in and saw the guild message about that. Still feel bad about it, still miss him. Yeah, so it made me realize how much WoW has become part of my life, and how much the people I've met through WoW have become part of my life. And I don't know, it was just an interesting realization and a shock. I remember when I made that video that I put up, it was within a minute or two probably of me, not within a minute, so within like 5 minutes, 10 minutes of me having logged on and read the message, and I was sitting there for a while and just like thinking to myself, and finally decided I wanted to talk about it. And that's why I made that video, which, looking back and rewatching it, I could tell didn't make the most sense maybe what I was saying in there, but it was just the things I was kind of rambling through my head at that moment. Yeah, it was an interesting one. But yeah, I miss him a lot. In other news, I mentioned like late last year I had applied for a job and had an interview. It was like a first round interview, and I haven't heard back since that interview. So my suspicion is that, what am I doing? I'm like targeting the wrong mob somehow. My suspicion is that they went a different direction. They decided not to pursue hiring me at all, which, to be honest, it was kind of a massive long shot. The university I applied to was like, honestly, like one of the top 5 in the world in that department. And I am a relatively new postdoc. I've only been a postdoc for a little over a year. With 900 damage crit was solid. I've only been a postdoc for a little over a year. Most people that apply for the postdoc for professor positions after doing postdocs, well, I've done a postdoc for, gosh, I don't know, 5 years, or like multiple postdocs between 2 to 4 years long. So I'm early in the game. I'm not losing sleep over not having them pursue me further, but it felt good to get a first round interview. That means I'm on the cusp of, at least, you know, my resume is good enough to get interviews. Now it's the matter of shoring that up a little bit more. So I'm honestly pretty happy with the outcome of that. As far as what I expected, that was farther than I was really thinking I'd get. And more opportunities will come along, no doubt. Like I said, it's lots of opportunities, thankfully. I also did manage to watch the Super Bowl with my wife, and that was probably one of the best Super Bowls I've ever seen. And I will say, I'm saying that with the knowledge that the defense was atrocious, and that is one of the only major negatives I had. But the offense was literally, they moved the ball more yards total between the two teams than any football game, American football, in history. Not just like the Super Bowl history, not just playoff history. I mean, like, no NFL game has ever had that many yards passed in a single game, or passed or rushed combined. So it's kind of record-breaking in that sense. It was really crazy. I mean, it was an insane game. Lots of good plays, lots of bad plays, but overall, it was fun to watch. As a Pathfinder, good. So all we need now are Pathfinders. That's not too bad. I don't like this guy snipes me. I mean, they don't do a lot of damage, thankfully, but it's kind of annoying. I didn't even make sure I have this armor up, although it doesn't really do a lot with piercing armor wrecking me anyway. Any more Pathfinders? There's a Pathfinder. I don't know if I want to fight my way through all those guys. There's got to be more over here. I'll keep that one in mind. Like I said, Pathfinders, I knew they would be the hard ones to find. No Pathfinders at all. Is it Pathfinder? Nope, no. Hold on a sec. Am I missing any? Maybe I will just go ahead and clear this guy over here. Got nothing better to do if there's no other targets anywhere anyway. Might as well keep the grind going. Oh, nice. Yeah, so Super Bowl was good. The work's been going well. I've got a fun project. Been keeping me busy, which I really appreciate. I've been... Oh, man. I'll tell you, one of the other kind of requirements of being a postdoc is training undergrads, grad students, etc. And right now I'm also training, like working with a medical fellow. So he has his MD, so he's a doctor, a medical doctor, but he's also doing a fellowship in infectious diseases. And I'm helping him, learn lab stuff. That's not what he's ever done before. I don't need to fight this guy, so I'm just going to outrun him. And I'm going to take a run around on the mount and see if any Pathfinders have respawned. We just need one more Pathfinder. And the medical fellows are interesting because they're, they're very hardworking people. They've achieved their medical degree. They are generally very smart people because, they've... Not that having a medical degree makes you a smart person, but I would generally argue that if you have a medical degree, you need to be, at least good at learning to be able to get to that point that you've achieved that degree. So he's got a high aptitude for learning, and he's a nice person, really nice person. I like working with him. But it takes a lot of time. It really does. Like, it's incredible how much time... Oh, there's a Pathfinder. Why did I run around this way? Let's go if I can... Let's do this. I actually have a better idea. Okay, what am I looking for? I want to try something here. Speed boost, go! I'm just gonna leash as many of these guys as I can, and then I'll fight whatever is still chasing me. Okay, they all leashed. Was there a Pathfinder? Where was it? There he is. I want to try something here. Oh, I can't mind control that guy. Lame. I wanted to mind control him, but I couldn't see him. Nice. I was going to say, I should be able to get line of sight here. Got him. Okay. Guess I'm killing both these guys. That's fine. Yeah, so training the medical fellow takes a lot of time, and I don't mind doing it. I actually really enjoy I really enjoy working with new scientists. Especially like undergrads, I spent a lot of time with in grad school training, which I had a lot of fun doing. Now I've been training a lot of what we call rotation students. They're graduate students that have just joined. I want to mana burn this guy for funsies. I don't do that very often. Train a lot of graduate students, and these graduate students are rotating in our lab. They're trying to find like a good fit, a good lab for them. And yeah, so they're fun to work with too. I like working with them. When I started grad school, I had the opportunity to rotate between two labs, basically, and choose which one I liked the most. And I'm so glad I did that. At first, I wasn't going to do that. So the university I went to for my PhD gave me a fellowship. They said, okay, we're going to pay for your tuition for 3 years, and we're going to give you a salary on top of that, like a stipend. And that will be for 3 years. That's from the university itself. And most students probably get funding through their lab. So like they'll get the lab, like the professor will get a grant from the government and then use that money to pay for students. But I was kind of self-funded in that my money was my own, which gave me the opportunity to choose between two labs. But hold on a sec. Let's turn in our quest. Keep that at Supa. If you are to earn our trust, you'll need to prove yourself to us. Okay. Neither of these are actually useful for us, so we're just going to disenchant. That one, 6250 experience. Speak to Nafian. Timber Hold entrance. He's way up here, right? Yeah. Well, that's okay, because we want to go up there by the end of this episode and turn in our grab the flight path anyway. And now, any Deadwood headdress feathers we receive, we can turn in as repeatable quests, which is nice. We don't have a quest up here, right? Oh, we do. I wonder if just doing that quest once is enough to get us to do this quest, or make this quest eligible. Seek out and destroy entropic beasts and entropic horrors. Those are like oozes in the center of the zone, if I remember right. Yes. Verifying the corruption, speak to Nafian. Okay, so we gotta move up north here to work on all of these quests now. It's gonna be a little bit tougher for us up here. I think we can still do... I kind of want to do the Blood Amber quest, even though it's a little bit hard for us. I wouldn't mind getting it done, because the sooner we get that done, the sooner we can go down here. And I think that's the quest that'll start letting us collect... I forget what they're called, but they're quest drops that come from... what are they called? That come from herbalism things, mining, or from killing random mobs. And you collect those and turn them back into Greta, I think, down there. She'll give you basically something you can use to cleanse those plants. We saw that plant earlier. That was a corrupted plant of some sort. Oh my gosh. That's a high-level Tauren. Yeah. So we can get something to cleanse those. And the cleansing those gives you items you can use to regain health and mana and stuff. They're actually really, really nice. Like whipper root tubers, if you look them up, is one of the things. They're so nice. And being able to collect those early is actually really nice if we're going to be doing a lot of quests out here anyway. So I think I'm going to speed up the video is what I'll actually do. And we're going to make a full run all the way up here. We're going to grab the flight point, and I'll come back from the sped up video for this. We're going to grab the flight point, we're going to talk to Nafian, and then we'll work on Blood Amber. So we'll be back in a few minutes. Okay, so we are here at Talon Branch Glade, and we're going to grab from Michelina. It sounds a little bit like a Michelina, like an Italian, oh, that was probably terrible Italian, like an Italian name. Grab her flight point. That feels really good to have that. There's a pit trainer up here, and there's not really a lot else. A druid trainer. I don't even know if there's got to be a vendor. I think there is, right? Yeah. What do we got? A weapon merchant and a general goods. There's a few things I wanted to get rid of there. Okay. With that all said and done, now we're going to go grab our Nafian quest here. The root of all evil. Where is that quest? Who gives us that quest? Gorn One Eye. We're not going to worry about that just yet. But we're going to go over here and pick up our Speak to Nafian quest. Good old Nafian. Just hanging out up here forever by himself. But we'll at least turn in the quest, and he'll give us another quest to follow up, I think, which is going to be probably involved with the furbolgs up here, but I don't think we're going to worry about those guys too much. Not yet, anyway. We'll get to them. But for now, we're mostly focused on these Cleansing Felwood quests, the Blood Ambers. I think that's what we want to work on right away. I forgot about Felwood. I completely forgot about this zone. It's a good zone. It really is a nice zone for leveling. It's not amazing, but it's a good zone. It's a solid one. Alright, Nafian himself. Wait. I'm doing this wrong. I must greet him properly. There we go. This is a much more appropriate means of discussion. Alright, speak to Nafian. Thank you, Naf. 800 experience. Deadwood of the North. Who wants me to kill some Deadwood up here? Yeah, we can get that done soon. I'm in shapeshift form, right? Can't mount, of course. What is the quest called Deadwood of the North? Oh, it's a Timbermaw Hold quest. Interesting. I was like, where is it on my quest log? So, these guys are right around here. We could do that now. I mean, it might make some sense since we're kind of here anyway. I wasn't really planning on doing that. I just was saying, oh, I'm not going to do that now. But no. I need to go get the Blood Amber. It really is worth doing the Blood Amber. I'm very, very sure. I'm very, very sure that I'm making the right choice for that. Okay. We can just drop down. It's actually like in a cave system, and they're gotta be a little rough to fight, honestly. They really are kind of tough. Last time I was here on my Orc Warlock, a long time ago. You can check that episode out. I think I got ganked by someone, which is kind of sad, but it should be fine. We should be okay this time. So we are looking for Blood Amber, and I think they're in. Yeah, we're not in. We need to get in the cave. It's under. There's like a cliff up ahead. We need to get down in that. Before I go any further, let's get nice and buffed up. Now we should be good. Okay. Hopefully my mana regenerates quickly, but that's okay. It'll come back on its own eventually. Alright. Now what I forgot what they look like. Are they trees? What are we fighting here? Did I just miss the cave? Oh no. I made a mistake. I think I shouldn't have been down here. I think I overshot where I was going pretty severely. I think I can get back up going this way. How did I miss the cave the first time? I'm pretty sure there's a way up here through this side. Yeah, there we go. Okay. Where is that cave then? Like, how did I ran well past it. Okay. I still don't even see it. Am I just totally blind? Or what's going on? I just... Oh, maybe it's just like down here. Got it. Okay, there it is. I see it now. Let's just jump and pray. Ooh, okay, there we go. Yep, that's what I needed. Perfect, okay. Wow, that was a close... I almost overjumped. Oh, no. Okay, that'll do. I hope these guys don't resist that much stuff. Entangling Roots, that's okay. I can totally deal with Entangling Roots if that's what I want to cast. I want to do a 16... Oh, can't 16 bag yet. Alright, let's finish this guy off. And then... Yeah, these guys aren't so bad for being 53. Should be okay. There we go. 1 Blood Amber. Perfect. Let's hope for good drop rates. It's like, that'd be really, really nice to get some good drop rates here. The good thing is, since he casts Entangling Roots, it like stalls them for a moment. And it basically lets me finish casting my my Mind Flight before they get to me. So now I spend 165 mana for 370 damage, or 300 mana for about 500. So definitely Mind Flay is more efficient damage per mana spent, but it's slower. So there's, you know, trade-offs, right? So I will probably be Mind Flaying more. Powered Shield, of course, eats up 360 mana, which is pretty substantial. It's like 10% of my mana. So I think a Mind Blast, Shadowward Pain, Mind Flay, Wand will be my plan of attack. 100% drop rate so far. That is beautiful. Can't complain with that. Oh, resist. That's bad. Okay, I'm just gonna Wand and let this guy punch me in the face a bunch. I need to get some mana back. I'm a little low on mana. And I have no drinks. I wish there was a way wish I had another account I could like log in, and I don't have another account, but I wish I had a second account I could log in with a mage that I would also hopefully grind to 60 and then make a bunch of water for this guy all the time. That'd be super duper nice. Okay. Well, that mine flare landed at least. Yeah, so... Huh. I could really use a new ring. These rings are so old. Level 29 ring. What other gear do I have that's like really low level? That bracer's kind of rough. My worst thing... Oh, my main hand. I didn't realize how bad that is. And I mean, the DPS doesn't matter. It's just... 7 shadow damage is actually not that bad. But I've had this forever. Someone sent me this a long time ago. I think over a year ago someone sent me this. And it was really good at the time. It's still pretty good. It just... It'd be nice to get, Ooh, stunned. Eat it. It would just be nice to get something that it was a little higher level-wise. Anyone have a main hand or one hand plus spell damage weapon? Shadow damage specifically. Alright, 4 of 15. I think it's all these guys out here. So we've killed 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, I think, and we've gotten 4 to 6. It's a nice drop rate. You know, I'll take it. I'm satisfied. That drop rate stays out of range, not in line of sight. I was gonna say I should really get line of sight here. Just need to kind of sneak in a little bit. Iron Tree Cavern. Checking with the guild, see if anyone has anything they can hook me up with. That's my gold looks like. 50 gold, not too bad. That's not bad considering I've disenchanted almost all of my greens and just been stockpiling enchanting reagents, which is another thing I need to work on is my enchanting skills. I'm way behind on that. Resist, and I'm out of mana. That's fine. What is my enchanting at? Skills. Enchanting 191, tailing's at 184. They're actually close. I've done some cooking apparently at some point. I have no idea when I did that. Yeah, one of these days soon I'm just going to sit down with this guy and figure out what I need to start tailoring. There's lots of guides for vanilla showing what you can tailor at certain levels or certain skills. And I might just sit down and just tailor up. I'm stuck here for 8 more seconds. I might just tailor up as much as I can and enchant as much as I can and just burn through all my stuff that I have reagent-wise and clear up a bunch of bag and bank space. There's really no reason to... Not line of sight, huh? That's fine. Resist. Gross. And then what about this? Oh yeah, so Shadow Word Pain is really efficient damage, actually. It's really, really good. I have no armor, right? He sundered all my armor, basically. Oh, this is a different mob. These guys hit a little harder and a little bit differently than the rest. So I need to be careful with these guys. The Shredders? Yeah. They sunder your armor and then apparently just nuke the crap out of you. So let's go ahead and eat and use one of our last drinks. Oh, I should have been using this lesser wizard oil this whole time. What am I doing? So we're about halfway done. Okay, so definitely I would like to not be out or be in this cave if I can. This cave is kind of nasty and they hit fairly hard in here. So it might be in my best interest to not fight these guys if I can help it. I'm gonna let this drink finish before I stand up since I'm really down to like literally 2 drinks. I will get my Sprite Darter though. I think I was telling a story earlier. I just realized for our cut for the sped up part of the video. So I was able to rotate into 2 labs in grad school. And Inner Fire. One of those 2 labs I had planned to join originally. And then I was like set on joining and they were like, no, you should, the professor of that lab, he told me, he's like, you should really try out this other lab also before you decide. And I was like, no, it's fine. I know where I want to be. He's like, no, seriously, do it. It's like, okay. So the professor of the lab I wanted to join was the one that convinced me to check out the other lab. And then at the end of a semester, I decided to join the other lab instead. So he like, I don't know, part of me wonders, oh, hold on, is that an upgrade? Part of me wonders if he maybe didn't want me in his lab, but it didn't seem like that. I really don't think that was the case, but in the end, he ended up losing me as a student because he convinced me to try a different lab, which was, to me, a little ironic. But I think he was happy that I made a decision that made me happy, ultimately. So, he was a nice guy, that guy. He still is a nice guy. Okay. So here's my question. This ring... So, what would I change up? If I get rid of my charge gear of the whale, I'll lose some resistance, which I don't really care about. I would lose 3 spirit, 1 stamina, but gain 5 intellect. Is 5 intellect worth 3 spirit and 1 stamina? I don't think it is. What about lose 6 spirit, gain 1 stamina, gain 5 intellect? I don't know if it's necessarily better. I know it sounds weird, but spirit's actually really nice on a priest because I have what's the talent called? I'm blanking all of a sudden. Because I have spirit tap. Because I get bonus spirit from that, and that's really nice, honestly. So it makes me question whether it's worth... Oh, he uses that, that's nice. It makes me question if it's worth giving up all that extra spirit. I don't think it is. Okay. Yesterday, man, at work, I got in a little late for us. We got in about 8:15 in the morning. I was there until 6:30. I'm just like, why did I stop wandering? What just happened? It was pretty late even for me. I mean, it's definitely late for me. Which way are we going from here? What's over here? Moss Flare? What's this? Moss Flare, okay. I'll go for the Moss Flare. Make a difference, I guess. Maybe I can position so that he has to run like a long way around. That'd be nice. I didn't really seem to do much, but a little bit. Kind of helpful. Cool. These Moss Flayers don't hit nearly as hard as those other guys. Correct. How are you? You know what I appreciate about recording videos rather than live streaming is that if someone whispers me, like, I'm sure this guy's a nice guy, if he were to whisper me any sort of spam or stuff I don't want, I just will, like, cut it out. I'm like, no, sorry. I can edit that very easily. So, not that this guy, I have no reason to believe this person's going to do anything malicious. It's just funny that I can do that. I appreciate it. It's so nice. Oh, resist. That's bad. I'm good. I am good. I'm actually going to get up soon after this episode and get some breakfast, which I'm looking forward to. So I'm kind of hungry. Those guys wrecked through my shield. Wow, that guy hits hard. It's only 600 shielding. The shield only absorbs 600 damage, but man. Okay, 3 more. It's a shredder. It's a flare. I don't want the flares. Oh, I didn't know you were in my guild. How long is this dude? Oops, wrong guy. There's like a delay on /who's. 15 dwarf. Paladin. Good stuff. Okay, so now we got a few more kills. This is a really good drop rate. I've been really satisfied with this drop rate. I mean, really, what are we getting? Probably a 75% drop rate? And that's good enough for me. I'm gonna rebuff after this. Okay, I think we're good to keep going. Shredders? Flare, okay. It's okay, I don't think I can take on a shredder right now, but the flares I should be good on. It's gonna run around to get to me? How does it get to me? Pretty nice. I'll take it. Well, at least my... Oh, he resisted. I would have... Why did it stop attacking? What's going on? Target needs to be in front of you. Got it. At least my Shadowward Pain was ticking while he was running around, which is handy. I'm strongly considering hearthing out of here when I'm done with this, unless... I'm going to walk out. I'm going to run out now after this. I'm not going to hang out in here any further, because I'm worried it's going to be respawns and it'll get stuck down here. And I can wait for the ones outside at this point. Okay, we're getting out of here. I'm just a little bit nervous. A Shredder's really... They hit pretty hard. And if they respawn on the way out, like if they're already respawning, no, they're not, okay. It could be a problem for us. But this shouldn't be so bad. Okay, let's get our last one. And I know it makes sense to work on the quests that are way up here. maybe I should next, but I think I'd rather go turn in this quest before I go any further. I really hope I'm right. I'm going off memory here. And I'm really, really, really hoping that... Oh yeah, no more shredders out here. Nope. I'm really hoping that I'm correct, that this is the quest needed to get the drops that I'm talking about. Let's 16 bag this guy. I cast it, but I don't think anything happened. You cast 16 bag. Nothing actually happened. I don't know. Weird. Good luck in dead mines. All done. Alright, let's think about this. How do I... Okay. So, I'll go this way. I think I want to get out of here. Oh gosh, this is going to be a long fall. Am I going to survive that? I should survive it. Yes. Champion. So what I'd like to do is... There's only like 4 mobs I need to kill in here. I should do that quest on the way. It's an easy enough quest. We can do it and then turn them both in down here would be nice. I know I could do this quest up here, but to do this one, I can get to it later by just flying to the Talon Branch Glade. I really need to get my cursor so it records. I don't know why it's not recording. I have no idea why it doesn't pick it up. What do we got here? Salty Sail Crew doing some work. Maybe farming up some water elementals. Elemental water, something like that. Essence of water. We got Arid, the big guy out here. Okay. Yeah, I need to get my cursor available because it's really, I don't know how to point on the screen otherwise, and you can't see it, but I'm like circling my guy right now. I don't know how long it's been like that. I swore my cursor used to work, so I don't know when that changed. Now I'm just thinking like for years I've been playing WoW, pointing at stuff like, oh yeah, this guy over here, and no one knows what I'm talking about because I don't have a cursor when I thought I did. Okay, so we're going to discover the craters here, and then we just need to kill a few beasts and horrors. These are just slimes. They're easy kills. They're by a little lake here. Not really a lake, I guess they're craters. I always think of it as a small... I guess I'm thinking of Blood Venom Falls as the lake. Oh no, I'm thinking of the slimes. These really are like elementals. I'm mixing up the mobs, or the quests. I got a little bit too close to this guy, but these are easy kills. I'm not really stressing out about these guys. I got a lot of mana to burn on this anyway. Whoa, a 272 crit. That's nasty. Does shadow damage, spells and effects count for wand damage? I actually don't know if it does. I should know that, but I'm not sure. That's huge if it does. Like wildly huge. I'm being immolated. Nasty. If that's the case, I mean it almost has to, right? Because this is doing way more damage than 127, so shadow damage must affect that. I need a shield. This guy's actually eating me alive. Let's eat. We've got lots of food. Yeah, so I didn't think about that, but if shadow damage stacks with this, then no wonder I was doing like 200 damage crits and hitting for like 180, even though the upper range is 127. I guess it must stack. That's wild. I was not thinking about that when I got this. Okay, we just needed a horror after this. I see one there. We'll get him after this guy. I also need to discover craters. I need to just like run in one of the craters. It's not hard. It's like this crater closer to the main road, I think. Okay. One more. Easy as pie. Well, this guy's gonna nuke the crap out of me. I'm gonna shield for sure. I do not want to get blasted by this guy again. They just seem to hit really hard, whatever they're casting at me. I don't know what it is, but thankfully I'm absorbing it really well. Okay, dead. Now, let's go explore the crater. And we're almost halfway through our level, I guess. 10, 20, 30, 40, 50. We're actually about 42.5% through the level, it looks like, based on the bars down here. I guess I could just do the math, but I don't feel like doing the math. This guy's gonna aggro. Yeah, I was gonna say this guy's probably gonna aggro me. Anyway, so all I need to do is like run in one of these puddles over here, and it should trigger it. I think it. I don't know if it's this one of these three. You just like kind of run into them. Yeah, there we go. Perfect. Easy. So now I'm gonna turn in both these because that's such an easy quest. It's worth. Oh yeah, it's Nibby the Almighty and Ipsy. I have a video that I didn't know this existed. Those are for Warlock class quests, that guy. And he summons El Pollo Grande, which is literally a giant chicken demon, I think, that attacks you when you turn in a quest. I thought that was so funny when at the time I was like, what is this? What is going on? I had no idea that was going to happen. I don't ever look ahead when I'm playing Vanilla WoW. I never... Well, so I should put an asterisk on that. I know a lot about Vanilla WoW anyway. There's a lot of things that I've experienced already or seen or heard of, so I'm generally not surprised by things anymore. That was something that surprised me, because when I look ahead, sometimes I will look ahead in the sense that I don't know how to complete a quest, and I'll go look it up on a website, like the one I used to use, which I think is down still, as of late, is db.vanillagaming.com. I use that one a lot. It's super helpful. But I won't necessarily like spoil the lore or spoil what happens, or even the rewards. I will just say like what location do I have to go to turn in a quest where I can't figure it out. That kind of a thing. And I did not spoil El Pollo Grande for myself. And I don't even know, like flabbergasted might be the word that most accurately describes how I felt when I heard about it. I was like, what now? What is this? Oh man. Someone one-shotted someone. A troll witcher. Apparently, that's like a cloth mob, probably. Look at those trees, by the way. Take a moment and appreciate some of the little stylistic choices. Little green glowing eyes. And if you look really carefully... Yeah, little green glowing eye. Dripping ooze coming out of its mouth. I love those things. I love those little details. It's not much, but it's just enough that it adds a little ambiance, to the game. And it's a lot of fun. I think it's great. What's my FPS? A locked 60. Why is it locked? Oh, I know it's locked at 60. It's because I have, I always do this. Under video options. I don't know why this is, but every time I start up WoW, it always sets the refresh rate to 60 hertz. It always locks it in there. And I don't have vertical sync on, but it always locks it in a 60. So I basically every single time I log in I have to reset it, and a lot of times I just don't. I just don't feel like it. It does look nice though at 144. My monitor is 144 hertz, and my computer can run classic WoW pretty consistently at like 120 to 140. It dips a bit here or there, but it's pretty much locked. It's really nice. I use something called like Riva Statistics Tuner, I think it is, or Afterburner, maybe both those, to set it so that all my games max out at 140 frames per second, so it never hits the max, it kind of stays under, and it works really well that way. I like it a lot. Well, while I'm here now, we finally made our long run down to Terran Redfeather. Let's verify the corruption, complete the quest. Oh, maybe, yeah, okay, yeah. That's right. That's not the one I was thinking of for the... We should get like a lantern. If we do the quest that I'm thinking we're going to do for Cleansing Felwood, I think we get a lantern. And that lantern lets us collect, as long as it's in our inventory, lets us collect the things that I can't remember the name of that I was telling you about. Where is there's our guy. Okay. Arthandus Silver Sky, Cleansing Felwood. Continue. The Blood Amber will be used to find a means of defeating the corruption. It seems like killing the elementals proved yourself to me, but the end of saving countless sentient beings must justify the means we take. The end justify the means? Okay. This is what we want. Cenarian Beacon. I need a Cenarian Beacon. Now we've got it. And Salvia Disenchanting, Lesser Nether Essence. Oh, really? I can turn Lesser Nether Essence in for those. I never knew that. Salvia Hunting, Corrupted Soul Shard. This is what I'm going to be getting them from mostly. So that's what I wanted. So now any mob we kill in the zone has a chance of dropping the salves, and turning in 6 of those will get us some things we can use to purify those plants, and that's amazing. With that said, I know it's a long hearth. I'm going to hearth the Stormwind. Next episode, I'll run all the way back here. And, well, do I come back here next episode or not? I may. Now, next episode, we've got Ungoro. Now we've done a couple quests here to turn our Haze of Evil. But I want to get the rest of XP, so that's why we're hearthing. And I don't want to run to the next flight point at this point. Okay. Welcome back to Stormwind, everyone. Still got our dead buddies down here. That's fine. Okay, so this will be the end of our episode. This will be a good spot for, like, Furbog role-playing. Like, we all meet together and huddle over the fur rug. I want to check out this inn. I've never really looked up here. I don't think I've looked up here. Got 1 bed. Yeah, it's a 2-bed inn. Not bad. Not bad. Kind of small for a major city, but, you know, it does what it needs to do. Anyway, I might go to Ungoro next episode. That actually makes some sense, because then we can go turn our Haze of Evil quest. And we have plenty of quests to do down there, so we can always go back to Felwood later. Anyway, that's all for today, so thank you guys for watching. I hope you enjoyed it, and I'll see you next time.